I know women who leave good men because men don't have money. Money can be found. Let me tell you something about, always I love always to bring up Bible versions of how God, taught us on how to find good women. Do you know that every man in the Bible that married while successful was brought down by the woman? All were brought down by the women they married. And I'll give you a few examples. Adam married, but Adam married while he was successful. God created everything before creating Adam. And when he created Adam, he made Adam to own everything in the Garden of Eden. He was a successful man. He had everything that a man would want. He owned everything that was in the Garden of Eden. And the day he married, the day Adam married, the day God created Eve and made Eve Adam's wife, that's the day sin came in the Garden of Eden. That's the day Adam disobeyed God. That's the day Adam disobeyed God. Every man that married while he was successful was punished. Ahab married Jezebel. He was very successful. He was a very successful king. Then he went for Jezebel. What befell Israel? They were taken into exile. David was a very successful leader, was a king who was loved. God loved David more than he loved any king in Israel. When David saw Uriah's wife, he said, I have to marry this woman. Because of his wealth, he had the power to marry any woman that he wanted. He married Uriah's wife by killing Uriah in the battlefield. And that's when God left David. You see, every man who married before being successful in the Bible succeeded with their wives. Their life was troubled. Blessings came when they were with their wives. I'm not telling you to marry a man who's struggling. I'm just giving you a lesson as a woman and a man to understand what it makes, to know how to choose a man. You don't choose men because of their wealth. You choose them because of their weakness. See the weakness in that man and choose them for that. Even if they are wealthy, look at what they are weak at. This man has got money. Ask yourself as a woman, what is his weakness? What is the weakness in this man apart from money? What is he weak at? When you see and find that, you will never see that man changing in your marriage. Samson was a very powerful man in the stories in the Bible. Samson was a very successful man. He used to fight. He used to even kill lions. When he married Delilah, and that's where his demise started. Every man in the Bible, read the Bible again and again. Every man in the Bible that married because of his success came down. Samson married not knowing that Delilah was coming to root him down. He married knowing that he was powerful and he wanted the most beautiful woman in town. But that's where his demise came from. But if you go back to start looking at those who succeeded, like Abraham, married Sarah with nothing. They could not even have a son. They had nothing in the land of their ancestors. In the land where Abraham lived is a land that was cursed, a land where people were lesbians and gays, a land that could not produce anything. But he was there with his wife, and they did not have anything to smile about. When he had Sarah, they struggled, and God blessed them when they were in marriage and told them that you have to leave this land and go to a promised land. Abraham became the father of nations, not because he was a rich man, but because he was blessed when he was with his wife. He was given a son when he was with his wife. He did not see a woman and said that I'm powerful and I need that woman. He did not see Sarah and said that because of my powers, because I'm the father of the nation, I need this woman and I have to marry her. Sarah did not see Abraham as the father of all the nations. He saw Abraham and he loved Abraham for his weaknesses. Abraham could not sire a child, but Sarah stayed. Sarah could not have a child, but Abraham stayed. That was where blessings came. Today we have people who want to stay in marriage because his husband is providing. Coach, how can I stay with this man and he cannot provide? How can I submit to this man and he cannot provide? How can I stay with this woman? He can't give me a son. This woman cannot give me a son. How can I stay with her? Your community, your family, your father, your brother, your parents are telling you, why are you feeding this woman who can't give a son to you? But God, through the Bible, is reminding you that every man who married for his success never survived. Jacob becomes the father of Israel. Israel, not the Israel we know today, but Jacob becomes the father of 12 tribes of Israel. Jacob had nothing when he was going to marry. When Jacob approached Jethro to marry Rahel, Jacob had nothing, not even a single thing to give as a dowry. Jethro looks at Jacob and says that I know your weakness, but I know one strength that I can see in you. You are a good man. If you want to marry my daughter, you have to work for me for 7 years and I will give you Rahel. Jacob had nothing. But Jacob decides to work for Jethro for 7 good years because he had nothing. And the day he wanted to marry, they give him Leah because Jethro sees that, oh, we cannot marry Rahel and Leah is still here. But Jacob says that because of a man in me, I have nothing, but I have a character. I have nothing, but I have discipline. I will work again 7 years, which is 14 years, because the woman I want is Rahel. He works again for another 7 years. He had nothing. And Jethro decides to bless Jacob with Rahel after working for 14 years. Rahel have children who becomes the sons of Israel, the 12 tribes of Israel, Dan, Naphtali, Joseph, name them. You know, your pastors reads the Bible and teaches you using the Bible to make you tithe. They don't teach you to help you know how marriage works. They teach you to make you come to church every single day. They don't use this Bible to explain to you. That is why church marriages are not surviving, because they teach you, oh, in marriage, now you are married, go and have children. Marriage, you need to marry in church. God has blessed your marriage. How did God bless your marriage? How? They need to teach you the truth. They need to tell you that in this Bible, you have to learn. You're not marrying that man for his wealth. You're not marrying that man because he's saved. You're not marrying that man because you're marrying him in church. Let your pastor not lie to you that come and marry in church. Don't marry that man because he's saved. Marry him for his weakness. Know his weakness. Know where his weakness is. That man is going to remain the same forever and ever. He will never change. You are marrying just because this man is a born-again Christian. Do people backslide or not? Do people run away from churches or not? After 2 years, he's out of church. Now the messages are coming that, oh, even in churches, people nowadays, even marriage in churches are not surviving. No, marriage in the church is the best thing and it survives. But the reason why they are not surviving, you are the person who's uniting you. The preacher of your day of marriage is not telling you the truth. Imagine if the day of your marriage, somebody taught you the real lesson in the Bible about marriage and told you that, hey, if you married this man because of his handsomeness, you've made the wrong decision. If you married this woman because of her nyash, you have made the wrong decision. If you married this woman because she's successful, you married this man because she's saved. You came here to church because you wanted a man who is in church. You have not succeeded with your marriage. You have failed. Yesterday, I was teaching about success that a woman brings in a home. My sister, that man is not successful until you become part of him. No man is successful out here until that man marries. When you are seeing a young man running, driving Mercedes Benzes out here, and he's single, that man is not successful. That man is only successful when he's married. Because the woman that comes into the life of that man either brings him down or makes him go up. And that's what the Bible has explained to us. Clearly, that's what the Bible has explained to us. No man is successful. My sister, if you're looking at that man and you're looking at him and saying that, you know what, this is a man I want in my life because he's so successful. No man is successful unless that man has a woman behind him. You've heard so many times people saying that, hey, if you want to succeed, don't be closer to women. A very controversial statement. This is a statement that are made by men who do not know where success comes from. Success comes from women. But if you are using your money to attract women into your life, you are going to fail. Because it is not about money that makes you win a woman. A woman that sees you away from your money will make you to succeed with your money. A woman who sees you, my brother, away from the Mercedes Benz you are driving, will make you to buy a BMW or buy a Range Rover when you have a Mercedes Benz. But if that woman is seeing you as the owner of a Mercedes Benz and that is why she's marrying you,